We are going to spend our time here with you, first telling you a little bit about ourselves and our work with seeds, and then we will go into the why and how of seed keeping, seed saving.
Basically, be humble and respectful, be open to learning from each other and the land, honor the past, present, and future, respect those from whom the seed has come, those who hold the seed, and those who will hold it in the future. As I've embarked upon my seed journey, it's evolved from, at first it was just a basic, somebody gave me some, a tomato that I really liked. I got a garlic. Garlic was one of my first things I started saving. And, it was done more as a market gardener approach, which I'll introduce my garden in a minute. And not so much a realization of the long history, and basically the way I see holding a handful of seeds in my hand is a connection to history of people, history of humans, and the cultural stories behind it. And it became more a project and a passion once I got more into it, beyond the botanical purposes to seed saving. It became a connection to my community, and as I've been developing my collections, I've made friends around the world, literally, through seeds. And to me, it's very important to keep those stories with it. We'll talk about the importance of storytelling as we go. Okay. So I want to introduce myself, my farm. We are primarily market gardeners. That is what we do for a living. We just concluded our 25th year market gardening in upstate New York. I'm from about halfway between Binghamton and Ithaca. We farm about 4 acres, and we are a horse-powered farm. This is my husband and son. And it's nice because the horse is very photogenic. It's good marketing as well. My husband and the horse. Her name is Annie. She's a Belgian. We've been farming with her for about 10 years. And here's a little overview of the garden from a distance. Early morning mist rising. We are very diverse. I sell primarily farmers market, CSA. I have, I think this is our this coming up will be our 24th year doing a CSA, Community Supported Agriculture. If you're familiar with that, like a farm share program. And so that 24 years makes us one of the oldest in the country. I think when we started there was about 500 in the nation, and now there's thousands. So we're old timers now. But we're pretty diverse. We grow a little bit of everything, except the space grabbers. I grow only a small amount, like for market, I only grow a small amount of corn and pumpkin kind of thing. I don't do a lot of that. My primary thing is, especially the greens, the salad greens, and carrots, garlic, the small intensive stuff more. We sell also a small amount to restaurants, mostly overflow stuff. But the farmers market in Vestal, New York is like our, where we've been selling for going on 26 years now. We started the farm right out of college with no experience, and a little plug for your local public library. We taught ourselves how to farm from, taking out books from our library. Mostly Elliott Coleman books, things like that, all the organic gardening books at the public library. We checked them out and read them several times over back then.
And what's the name of your farm?
Bloodneck, I don't say it. So there you go. Bloodneck Family Farm. Or Bloodneck Farm. We actually just mostly make it shorter. Bloodneck Farm. And we have a very popular following at our farmers market. And grow a lot of beans. A lot of people associate me with dry beans now, but I actually grow a lot of green and yellow beans for market. My entry to saving our own seed, or as Owen pointed out to me yesterday, technically not seed, but is garlic. We love garlic, first of all. We only grow one strain. We plant about 6,000 every year. And this variety is called Carpathian. It's a Polish heirloom from the Carpathian Mountains. And we just randomly happened upon it. A man local to us had been growing it for 40 years, and he has since passed away. And the neat thing about this is we've been selecting our own and saving our own strain the entire time, and for certain characteristics. And a couple of, the guy Mike passed away maybe 10, 15 years ago, I'm guessing. And I never go on the street that he used to live on. And 2 years ago, I happened to take one of my kids over on that road to hang out at a friend's house, and I noticed the same name was still on the house, and I knew he was dead, and I realized his son must have taken over the house. So Christmas Eve, I wrapped up like half a dozen of my best garlic bulbs, and I dropped them off Christmas Eve as a little Christmas present with a thank you card, and the guy had no idea who I was. And I said, I want to thank you. I said, your father's garlic helped make our farm possible. It's a substantial portion of our income. And he actually cried. He actually cried. He doesn't grow garlic himself, and for him to have that connection of, his dad's strain of garlic, he didn't even know what to say to me. He barely said a word to me. He didn't even say thank you. He just got all teary on me and everything, so I just, I quietly left. And about 3 or 4 days later in the mail, I got the most amazing thank you card. He didn't even know what to say, how much it meant to him to have that little part of his dad back.